My name is Laura Brown, and I am Brandon Brown's mother. He forgives easily. He doesn't hold grudges. He's his own human being, but at the same time, he's very connected to me and the family and everybody else. He has a nephew, Camden, who is 11, and then he has a niece, Ella, who is 5. He's the funkle. It's a learning experience for them because I remember when my grandson was about 6 and he wanted to play trouble with Brandon. And Brandon is this adult person to him. And Brandon was having trouble going around, or he would try to skip, and Camden got so frustrated, and because Brandon wasn't following the rules, and I explained to Camden that we just have to slow down and know that, maybe sometimes Brandon might need a little help with this, or maybe we just have to wait and be patient, and then you're gonna win the game. He just won't win it as fast as you want to. And it was really cool to see the light bulbs come on in his eyes. And then after that, Camden is very patient with Brandon, and Brandon is very patient with Camden, and they love each other. I love that he loves everything. Going to the bar and playing pool is something that we enjoy doing. So he gets 3 Dr. Peppers while he's there, so he doesn't overdo it, and everybody knows who he is. We travel, we go camping a lot. That is a favorite. He loves music. We have a professional drum set that he plays on all the time. He has a guitar, and he has a trumpet, and he has a recorder, and so he's constantly back there playing music as loud as he possibly can. When I was pregnant with him, I had no idea. I thought I was having a boy because this pregnancy was very difficult for me, and I had a lot of health issues that were of a normal pregnancy, but my first 2 pregnancies, I had girls, and they were perfect, and I had no problems. But when I was pregnant with Brendan, I was always tired and didn't feel good, and so I knew that I was having a boy because it was different. As soon as he came out, he was about 6 weeks early, and as soon as he came out, they put him on my chest, and then they took one look at him, and then they whisked him away really fast. And so they said, we need to get him in oxygen and all this stuff. And they came back a minute or 2 later and said, we think he may have Down syndrome. And, he's born early, he has underdeveloped lungs, he has low tone, and he has straight lines across his hands as opposed to the separated lines that we have. And I don't know why they thought that was a thing, but that was a thing that's common, and I didn't know that. And then later on, they ran some tests, and they brought in the geneticist, and they brought in a lot of other people, and they tried to sit down and explain to me what Down syndrome was, but we were very familiar with it because I had done stuff with Special Olympics when I was in college, and so I was familiar with what Down syndrome was. And then they're like, do you know what to do with a child with Down syndrome? And I'm like, raise him like normal? I mean, what other choices are there? And he had lots of health issues in the beginning, and we just worked through them, and that was it. To take it one day at a time and enjoy every single milestone. Down syndrome just makes everything happen at a much slower pace than what, we're accustomed to with everybody else. But the milestones are hit, you get there, and then they surpass anything that you've ever expected. And then, then he's sitting in the back bedroom playing drums as loud as he can. And you're like, but it just to have patience, and that it is truly a gift. So it is truly a gift that they picked you God picked you to do this. So, and yeah, congratulations. You'll get through it.